Welcome to the learning portal of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Hello students, we are here again with the next practical of HTML which will be on table tag. Last video lecture we have studied about the theory which is there in table. So let's see how to construct table in a practical form. So let's start with the practical for table tag. I'll just change the title as table tag. I've already created a file called table.html. So now let's construct a table. As I told you that table is an important part of it. We'll create a student table wherein we'll put roll number, name of the student, the address and phone number. So 4 cells in each with 5 records of a student and one as a heading. So we will have total 6 rows. So we'll create a simple table first. So table, as I told, that border attribute is mandatory. If you don't put a border attribute, the border will remain 0. Once you create a table, don't forget to have a closing table tag because the entire structure will be there in between this. Now the first thing is, as we have learned in the previous video, that first you have to construct a row, and row consists of column. Now there are two ways to create a column. One is by using th tag and the other is by using td tag. If I want to put heading for my row, so I will use th, that is table heading, and when I insert a data, the record for that particular heading, then that time I will use td. So my first row consists of heading tag. So th, first I'll give, as I told, we'll keep roll number as one cell. Now I need 4 cells for, so second cell is roll number, then name of the student. After I create the name of the student, the second one is address. As and when I finish my heading, or as and when I create a cell, I have to go on closing it, otherwise it will come in the continuation in the same cell. And the last one I'll give it as say contact number. So I have a table wherein I have first row created with 4 cells, that is 4 columns in it. Once your table first row entire cell is created, you have to close the tr. So let's see what is the output for the first row. See, as you can see, roll number, name, address and contact number is there, and this is the cell border which is formed. If I would have not put that border, then this particular data will appear as it is, but the border will not be seen to you. So now let's go and start with the another part. Since I have finished my first row, now I'll construct a new row with a detail of my first student. Now since I am putting the data, I will use td tag followed. So first is roll number, so say roll number 1 with td close. Again td roll. Next is the name. So for example, I keep the name as say Ria. Again td close. Then again td. The next was address. Say I say it's Kandivali East. Then again td will get close. Then the next one will be the contact. So say this is one of the contact. So td close. Now I have created the entire data for the second row. So once that is done, I will close the tr tag. I'll save it again and we'll see the output. So the next row will be created. As you can see, we have told in the address, when you put anything in the th tag, it will be by default center aligned, whereas when you put anything in the tdd tag, it will be by default left aligned. We'll work on the attributes afterwards. First we'll create a simple one. Now let's continue and add some more data. I'll just copy it and create multiple row number 2, 3. I've created 5 copies for this. So first I'll just change the values. Just creating a dummy data. That's it. We have created 5 row and we'll just go and see the output for the same. Always when you're coming to the browser, see to it that when you're saving. So I have created the 5. Now this is your table which consists of rows. So what we have done is, first created table tag. After creating a table tag, we have created table row first, and inside table row we have focused on the cell of that particular row. Once the cell is done for one row, then you can close the table row and then create a new row. That way you can go on creating as many rows as you want. Now today in this particular, we'll just focus on the attributes of the table tag. So we'll go on with the attributes first of the table. So first attribute which we have learned was border. Now the next one is width. When I say width of a table tag, we said that it will take in the pixel of the entire screen. So if I say 50% of the screen, so see what it will do. You have seen the previous table. Let's see the it has taken 50% since the data is less. So once you see, it has almost taken 50% of your screen for displaying. If you increase the width, it will go on stretching. So this is it with your part. Then the next one is align. Align we have learned as left, right, center. By default it is left. So let's see what is the next one. So this is center alignment. Once so you have learned center. The next attribute after align which you have learned is BG color. So which color you want the background of the table to look. So say for example I give it as green. So this is green. Once this is done, the next is border color. I can define the color border. See, border color equal to red. You can give the code or the border color name. See, the color border will change. The next attribute which is important is cell spacing. As I told you, I'll give the range of the cell spacing as less. Cell spacing is something in which you have the difference between the different cells of the table. So for example, I gave the cell spacing as 10. Let's see what is the output for the cell spacing. As you can see, there is a space which is formed between all the cells and it is equal, so you cannot change it. It's a part of table tag, so it will be equal throughout, or it will be constant throughout the table. Same way, you have a cell padding, which is the next attribute. And just press enter. Cell padding, I'll give the value for cell padding as again 10. Will not give more value, as I said, because it will increase. So for example, say if I increase this to 20, so this will go on increasing. So we mostly keep, according to exam point of view, we keep the value between 5 to 10. If you can even see that before this, the data was very close to the cell border. Well, I'll just show you the difference first. If I remove cell padding, or say for example if it is 0, then it is very near to the cell border, and if I put cell padding as say 20 now, so we can see that the data has gone more towards left. So cell padding value, when you do it, it will start from left hand side. That's it with the attributes of the table tag. The another part which we have learned, as I told you, that when you construct a table consists of tr, th, td, and one more tag, that is caption tag. You have to frame caption tag before tr, before starting any of your tr, and then the captions. Since I have kept the data about student, so I'll just put the caption as student detail, and we'll close the caption tag immediately or itself. Will not do it at the end, because caption will be at once. So once we'll see, you can see the caption for the table as student detail. If you want, you can increase the data size by h1 or any other tag which you feel will give appropriate heading. So student detail, and just decrease the cell spacing here. Now this is by default alignment. You have only one attribute, that is align over here. So by default it was, I can give the caption at the bottom also, so the value will change over here. That's it for today. It's practical. We'll cover more of your table tag practical in the next lecture or in the next video lecture. Till then, stay tuned for my next video. Love and peace from Divya family.